Hello. Hello, hello, hello. I think we are good now. I'm not sure what the heck was going on. Um, let's see.
Hello there.
Yeah, there we go. All right. What is up, Super Fam and Bro Vengers alike? I am Sensei Finito, aka Vane Sensei, and welcome to Marvel Bros, where we discuss all things Marvel and everything pop culture. And tonight we are going to be checking out What If Season 2, Episode 4. I'm really excited to get into tonight's thing. It is exactly 4 minutes away from Merry Christmas, I guess. So I'm gonna go ahead and say Merry Christmas to everybody. At least for me over here on the West Coast, wherever you guys are at, it may be Christmas already. So Merry Christmas to you all. I hope everyone had a good time with their families today. I had a good time with my family today. Unfortunately, my son was sick and is sick still. He's been sick today, so he's kind of been quarantined off, but also still around us. So it just it's just kind of sad to see. He's definitely bummed out, but it be like that sometimes you be sick, you know what I mean, and that don't change nothing. So he's sleeping now. He had a hard time, but we did a lot of stuff. What we've been doing so far is our tradition is kind of doing all of the Christmas tree decorations on Christmas Eve, and then doing the gingerbread house, making cookies for Santa and all that good stuff with the children. So that's what today was filled with, is doing all that lovely, fantastic stuff. I hope you guys had a lovely, fantastic day so far as well. All right, today I am excited to get into this What If episode. If you guys don't already know, today is the episode entitled What If Iron Man Crashed into the Grand Master. So this is basically going to be I'm guessing possibly a Thor Ragnarok like spin-off type of story, but it may also not be a Thor Ragnarok spin-off type of story, and they just kind of take it from a completely different point. I'm super excited to see what we're going to get to see with Iron Man today and the Grand Master. I think Iron Man and the Grand Master are very similar, so it's kind of, they either may hit it off immediately or they're going to immediately hate each other. It's going to be one or the other. There's no in between when it comes to them, and I'm pumped to see what that's gonna be looking like as well. And I'm pretty sure this episode overall is gonna be really good. So let me know in the chat. Let's get a one in the chat if you guys are excited to see tonight's episode of What If. Let's get a 2 in the chat if you guys are not that excited, and then let's get a 3 in the chat if you're not sure how to feel and you just kind of need to see it first before you can actually make a decision on how you actually feeling. So 1 in the chat if you're excited, 2 in the chat if you're not, and 3 in the chat if you're just like, I'm here. Yo, what's up with the Team Samurai, and what is up with the Kiwi? Yo, thank you guys, thank you Kiwi for helping me with that audio there. I hope you guys are both doing good today. I hope everyone's having a lovely day. And yes, today is the Sakaar episode. We will get to see Tony Stark being on Sakaar and what that would have looked like and what that would have been like overall. And I'm pretty excited to see that, man. I'm pretty excited to see what we get to experience tonight. 3 episodes in so far. I do believe episode 1 is still my favorite in terms of storytelling, but episode 2 is definitely my favorite in terms of like action that we got to see, because seeing young Peter Quill going full Chronicle was amazing. Last night's episode was also pretty dope with Happy Hogan being the Hulk. That was really a cool vibe there. And it was definitely the more Christmas related episode, so I had a good time with that. I've had a good time with all of these ones to like that we've got so far. But right now it is time to get into the next episode of What If, and I hope you guys are all ready, excited, and locked and loaded and ready to go. This episode is titled "What If Iron Man Crashed into the Grand Master?" And as you guys know, we cannot show the entirety of this episode from start to finish, but what we can do is show you a little subtitle, show you a little stuff here and there, and then we'll all be able to watch this episode, enjoy it together, and then reconvene afterwards to kind of talk about how we feel. The episode is currently out with a runtime of 34 minutes long, and if you guys haven't already, I'm gonna tell you what you need to do. You need to go ahead and grab your popcorn.
Hi, my name is Dominique Pruitt, and I started Don's Bon Gourmet Popcorn LLC in the summer of 2021 to introduce delicious and unique flavored popcorn not found anywhere else in the world. Why, you ask? Because I make it in my home with love, just for you. We offer over 10 flavors and are continuously creating new flavors that can be customized to any color or taste for your next event, party, or fundraiser. So go find yourself to our website and find a bombastic flavor of popcorn at donsbombgourmetpopcorn.com, or you can also follow us on Instagram or Facebook at Don's Bomb Gourmet Popcorn.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Without further ado, we are about to get into episode 4 of season 2 for What If. I hope everyone's excited. I hope everyone's ready. Let's get it started. As I said, cannot show everything, but we will get that sacred countdown going. And on 3, we will all press play and enjoy this episode together. Let's get it. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Where's the subtitles? Boom. Oh, wait. Oh. I missed that entire first part, so I gotta start that over. I'm sorry. I'm starting it over from the beginning because I missed all of that. Trying to fix my audio. Sorry, guys. Alright, we're back at the beginning. You guys should be able to see the time down there to sync up. Ooh. Oh. I just purchased one of every flavor the other day. Yo, Kiwi, shout out to you, yo, for sure, for sure. I hope you like them, for real. I definitely hope you like them. Our favorite is the strawberries and cream. So hard. Oh. Nah. Metal Mojo Man? Whoa. Mojo Man it is. I like that. Jesus. This is pretty awesome so far. Oh, this is the racing episode. Nice. Dope to see Valkyrie. Korg. Formula One. Oh. Yo. Super Spy Kids 3, Kiwi. Why is Thor in every single episode of What If? Thor has been in every episode so far, huh? What the hell? That's a good point, Forced. Thor really has been in every episode. I didn't even think about that. Jeez. Damn. Damn. Hey, yo. Yo. Nah. 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 Korg has been in a couple episodes too, right? She just murdered like 8 people. Let's go. Tony making a new suit. Yo. Don't be such a logic lender. Daughter really is crazy. Oh, snap. Nah. That's crazy. Yo, this is legit Spy Kids 3. Like, this is literally Spy Kids 3. He's literally riding Junie's bike. Like, that's the same shit Junie had. Like, all of these are from Spy Kids 3, damn near. Ooh. He even looks like how Junie looked. Yeah. Yo. Lady Grinch. Yo, Tony Stark is like the best name caller in the history of ever. Oh, that was crazy. Yo, that was crazy. That was lit. I wonder if that's the same type of car he drove in Iron Man 2. Mr. Metal Mojo is crazy. Nah. Maybe like a space version of that car? I forgot he was a racer? Yeah. Bro's like fired his driver and got into the Yo, the visuals are amazing. Dutch? Swedish, maybe? Yo, the Grandmaster is cheating to the max. Like, oh, they're back on track. Ooh. Damn. That was crazy. Oh! Yo! Cooking. What? Nah, the slow-mo walk. We haven't seen Thor in this episode yet. Yo! Yo! I definitely didn't expect that, yo. That was dope. What another good episode of What If on this Christmas Day. Like, yo, that was awesome. That was awesome. I really had a good time with that. That was fun. Reminiscent of Spy Kids 3, which is another movie that I loved growing up watching. I think they did a really solid job with this movie. Man, sorry for all this yawning, but I am a little sleepy. And you know what I think I need? I think I might need some glitch energy. I'm Sensei Finito, aka Vane Sensei, and I'm here with my bro.
Yo, y'all already know it's Vane DeVito, bro. We up in here, man. Today, we came with a little surprise for y'all, which was a little surprise for us as well.
Facts.
And we've been waiting on this surprise. So y'all see it. Y'all see it.
You feel me?
Little delivery box
We
right
got the
there.
little box
You know what I mean?
from none other than Glitch Energy, yo.
Yo, big glitch out here. You know what I'm saying?
Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Shake it like a song, shake it like a glitch, shake it like a glitch, shake it like a shake it.
We in there.
Ooh, it smelled dumbass good.
Fire? Ooh.
This is the starter kit. I believe it starts at $15. We got the shaker, 5 flavors. I'm not sure if that's how it comes. That's what they sent to us. So we definitely appreciate that. But y'all definitely check it out. Tell us what your favorite flavor is if you've already tried it. Episode 4 of What If was a really fun time, as the rest of these episodes have been up until this point. I think What If Season 2 is doing a wonderful job of really honing in on how crazy, fun, and wacky this show could be at certain times, while also being serious still. We haven't had that super crazy episode like we did with, I guess, What If Zombie. I mean, all of the episodes in last season were very serious, way more on the serious tone. Basically all of them were. I'm trying to think if any of them were like on that funnier side. I guess the Black Panthers as Star-Lord one was like one of the more light-hearted episodes from last season. But if you think about like the Doctor Strange episode, even the Killmonger and Iron Man episode, like all of those ones that we got, they all were very serious toned and centered around giving us some really good storytelling as well, while also showing us what these different worlds could be if we do ask these questions of what if. But I think this season is now, especially since it's coming out closer to the holiday time, it makes a lot of sense that they would try to kind of zero in a little bit more with all of the, all of these vibes that they're trying to bring in, all of these good, all the positiveness that they're trying to bring in. And I think I see Kiwi in the chat saying Party Thor was the most lighthearted, and that is very true. And I think that may be why they added a lot of Thor in this season. If you think about it, I think someone else brought it up that Thor was in almost every single episode this season, except I think this one, if I'm not mistaken. And I think Thor has become more of that lighthearted character, unfortunately. But I mean, in the MCU, that's what it is. And a lot of different characters come with that lightheartedness that Thor has, like he now brings from time to time. And I think it's a good idea to use that with What If and kind of go in that direction, because like I said, we already saw what they could do last season with the seriousness, and they actually tackled it really good, whether it was with zombies, Doctor Strange, Killmonger, Captain Carter, any of these characters that they brought in the last season. It was all really it got dark at some points. It got really serious, and they added a lot of depth to all of these characters, the ones that we did know and the ones that we didn't. So I really am excited to continue with this season, and it was awesome to see all that Spy Kids stuff going in there. I don't know if Spy Kids is the first to have that kind of car battles going on. I think I think Mad Max is the one that really brought all of that into the fray. But I know Spy Kids 3 brought it into a whole new like sci-fi realm, along with things like Speed Racer and you know, a lot of those old school cartoons as well that they have, where you're doing all those you know, you're racing and you're doing all this extra stuff. But seeing it in this way in this episode was really cool. Nothing stood out, you know, in the realm of the Spy Kids 3 to Mad Max type of vibe, except for Tony's Iron Man suit turning into like a car. You know what I mean? That was freaking crazy dope. You know what I mean? That was freaking crazy dope. That was just really cool seeing. I didn't know what was gonna happen with the suit, but he turned it, you know, he turned it into a car. And I love the Hulkbuster vibe, also being able to give us those vibes of Junie from Spy Kids 3 and how his suit was looking when he was riding that vehicle that he was riding. We saw a lot of different vehicles that were no doubt not only in Spy Kids, but I think they also did that in Ready Player One, also paying homage to that Spy Kids scene. And I think all of those different takes that we've got to see from it have all been awesome in their own way, like for real. So I hope we could get. I would love a movie that's super centered on that, you know, like a movie that's centered on that type of racing vibe, but you know, the death racing. And I think Mad Max is a good thing to be. I think they're doing another Mad Max or something else, but it would just be really dope to see these type of things come out more in the term of that racing vibe. We don't see a lot of racing content out there at all, so I would like to see something along the lines of that. Love the use of Sakaar. Love the use of all the characters that we already know were there and weren't there, and just bringing them all together in a good way. You know, bringing Iron Man and Gamora, Korg, bringing Valkyrie there to then be the king of Sakaar instead of being the king of you know, New Asgard and all that. It just works, man. I think it works really well, especially in this cartoon-esque way where it's not supposed to be taken extremely serious, even if they do try to tackle some more serious tones from time to time. But you know, I'm hoping that we do get a more serious episode. Well, I can't lie. The first episode was definitely that super serious episode, going in with Gamora and, you know, the whole detective vibe that they went for. That was definitely more serious. And I guess you could say the Peter Quill episode was also more serious, but it was also, everything was also more lighthearted in a way, I guess. So, I mean, I think they might just be doing a good job of balancing everything out. But only time will tell. We are almost halfway into the season right now, so it'll be dope to see what we get next week. In episode 5, what if Captain Carter fought the Hydra Stomper? And that will be the continuation from where we left off with Captain Carter from season 1. I think that is one of the only continuations other than the Strange Supreme one. So Strange Supreme and the Captain Carter episode, I think those are the ones that are continuing the stories from season 1. And I guess this episode that we just watched kind of continued a story, but also gave us a prequel more than anything. I'm really I've already said it. Hela finding the 10 rings is probably my most anticipated episode. Hela is badass. The 10 rings are badass. So her having those can go to some high levels. And that probably means we're going to see Thor again when I actually think about it, which is interesting. But I'm okay with all of this, yo. So next week we have what if Captain Carter fought the Hydra Stomper. We ended that Captain Carter stuff with her finding out that Steve Rogers had been frozen in carbonite, being in the Hydra Stomper and all that stuff, man. And it was really dope it was really dope to see that happen last season. So I'm happy that we finally get to continue that and see where that actually ends up going and leading to. So yeah, yo, that's kind of my thoughts on all of that good stuff there when it comes to episode 4. Let me know in the comment section down below how you guys are feeling about this season of What If and this episode of What If. Let's get a 1 in the chat if you are excited. Wait. I pause. Let's get a 1 in the chat if you're hyped about this episode, if you enjoyed it, if you had a good time. Let's get a 2 in the chat if you're not hyped about this episode, if you didn't enjoy it, if you didn't have a good time. And then let's get a 3 in the chat if you're really not sure how to feel about this episode of What If. 1 in the chat if you liked it, 2 in the chat if you didn't, 3 in the chat if you are unsure about episode 4. All right. All those Spy Kids 3 references, yeah, there was a shit ton of them. They literally had cars from it. Yeah, that was dope. I like seeing that they had, you know, those actual Spy Kids cars. And I do believe that I saw some from Ready Player One as well. I was really expecting Beta Ray Bill being in this episode. Really? I don't think we'll see anyone introduced that we have never seen introduced before in any of these What If shows other than the Watcher. Like, he's the only new person that we've got introduced to, and it's just him because we've been introduced to other Watchers before in a post-credit scene. So, you know what I mean? There's not going to be anything new, I don't think, ever introduced into these. Like how we've already seen, they're kind of just taking all of the stuff in the universe and just click and shuffle on it, and I think that's how it will continue to be until maybe season 3, if they do a season 3, because by the time they can do a season 3, we'll have Deadpool, we'll have all these other X-Men stuff going on too. So by the time they do a season 3, they can get into a whole bunch of other weird shit if they want to, but I don't think they're gonna do that just yet, just to keep it in the realm of the MCU and not confuse anybody too much more than they already are confusing them with all this multiverse stuff. The other Mjolnir wielder, yeah, I agree, man. It's kind of crazy we haven't seen Beta Ray Bill be introduced yet, but at the same time, it's not crazy. I could see Thor 5 if they do that, go the route of kind of introducing Beta Ray Bill and maybe even taking Thor out or bringing him into a more of a backspace and letting him actually become more of that Odin type of character that he deserves to be now, being one of the only big 3 left alive. You know what I mean? He really deserves a lot more justice than they've been giving him up until this point. He deserves to kind of deal with some of those things that he's had to deal with, face a lot of those not just fears, but those downfalls that he's had to go throughout his journey, and just really start becoming that character that everyone else can start to believe in, and, you know, carrying that Odin force, so on and so forth. And I do think it's going to be very possible, and I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it, yo. And I think it would be dope to bring in Beta Ray Bill because it gives him a person to train and have to care about, maybe, if they go that way, because that's the way that I think that they're going to do it. I don't think they're going to go the traditional Beta Ray route. I mean, they can't. Odin is dead already, so they gotta bring him in on that, like, little homie vibe for Thor, maybe. You know, to where Thor says that he's worthy and all this thing because he's tired of all this stuff and now he wants to be Odin. That's kind of the direction that they have to take it as far as Thor's character. Not have to, but that's probably one of the best ways to take it when it comes to bringing in Beta Ray Bill into the MCU as it is now and how it functions. Episode 8 looks like it will be heavy. Yeah, man. Episode 8, the Avengers assembled in 1602. Yeah, that looks like it's gonna be dope. I don't know what's gonna be going on there, but I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Definitely not something that's standing out all the way to me from looking at these ones, but that's really because I'm really, like, dead set on seeing Hela with those 10 rings. I think it will be crazy. She was already using the spikes things like wild and murdering everyone, so it'll just be wild to see what she does and how she wields those 10 rings, honestly. Yo, what's up with the rundown? How you doing there, man? Yo, what's going on? Great content. Hey, I appreciate you, RP. I really do. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the love. What are your bets on what the post-credit scene will be for this season? If I like I've said this already a little bit, but I really want some tie-in to Loki. So I want to see that tree of life somehow, some way. I don't know in what form or fashion we can see that happen, but I really want to see that tree of life, like for real. And I want to see the watcher see it. I want to see the watcher watching some events that of Loki or something. And I know that's not really possible because of where we are, with Loki just finishing, and then this show was probably being created at the same time. I know we can't see something like that, but it would be dope to see some type of multiversal connection from the animated into the other universe. Even if it's like the Watcher seeing Spot from the Across the Spider-Verse movie or something like that. I'm down for any crazy, wacky, multiversal connection tie over thing at all. Like all of it. Sign me up. But it also might just be a continuation of, the next thing that's going on. I can't wait to see Shang-Chi in Marvel Zombies. Oh yeah, seeing Shang-Chi in Marvel Zombies is going to be dope. I just can't wait to see Marvel Zombies in its entirety, especially since it's going to be its own show and it's not going to come out in like a what if type of scenario anymore. It's going to be a Marvel Zombies. It's not what if zombies. It is Marvel Zombies. So I really want to see what's going on with that. We haven't heard anything about that yet. I think some creators and journalists got to get some sneak peeks into a lot of the animated shows, and I think that included Marvel Zombies. I might be mistaken. I know for sure that it was like X-Men 87 or 97 was one of them. Spider-Man freshman year was another one that they got to see. Oh, it was the Black Panther series that's called like Wakanda something. And then I think there was one more animated thing. And I think it is the Marvel Zombies, but I might be mistaken. Yeah, I think I might be mistaken. But I think we're gonna have a good time with Marvel Zombies for sure. Marvel Zombies was one of the best episodes of the kind of like what if series. Especially getting to see Zombie Wanda and all of that. Oh, that was dope. So I hope we get to see something like that again. But I kind of don't want the story to start from where we left off with What If. I want Marvel Zombies to be completely different from the What If zombies. And we get to see that story actually unfold and it be told linearly and have a really good story to tell rather than these kind of, or we can even do it with watching different characters and what they do throughout the zombies. Like start with the character and then maybe they even die and turn into a zombie at the end of their episode. And then the next episode is like Spider-Man. And then at the end of his episode, he's not dead. But then, you know what I mean? Or something like that. I'm down for anything like that. But I want it to be nice. We probably won't see him in this. No, we're going to see Shang-Chi in this for sure. We got to see him in this. The 10 rings are in it. So we're going to, if we don't see Shang-Chi, we're going to see his dad at the very least. But even when Hela, no, because it was what if Hela found the 10 rings. But that doesn't necessarily mean she found them before his dad did. So I think we could definitely still see Shang-Chi in this. And I thought that Shang-Chi, Miss Marvel, and someone else were confirmed to be in this from San Diego Comic-Con 2022, if I'm not mistaken. I have the comic for the prehistoric Avengers. I'm assuming it'll be like that. I have that comic too, and it does look, it does seem to be the vibe, because that was dope. Well, it was Phoenix. It was the Phoenix Force, Odin. The first Black Panther. I think it was the first Ghost Rider, and I'm pretty sure bro was like riding a mammoth or something like that, and the mammoth was on fire. The ancient one. Odin, Ancient One, Ghost Rider, Phoenix Force, Black Panther. I feel like there was two more, but I'm not sure. For the prehistoric Avengers, that was dope. The prehistoric Avengers was lit. Oh, then one of the first Black Panthers, Grey Hulk. Oh, was there a Hulk? I don't remember if Ghost was gonna be in this or Marvel Zombies on top of Thunderbolts. I don't remember Ghost being in anything else other than Thunderbolts right off the top of my head. But I'm here for everything that we're gonna get for the rest of this season of What If for sure. I think it's gonna be a really good time. I'm ready for it. I hope you guys are ready for it. This episode was awesome. Being able to be here yet again was awesome. Merry Christmas to everyone. I hope you guys all get the gifts that you wanted and are spending time with your families and all that goody goodness. From my family to yours, I wish you all a good night. So with all that being said, if you guys haven't already, make sure you follow us on social media at Marvel Bros to stay up to date with all things Marvel and everything pop culture. And you can also follow me on social media at Sensei Finito to stay up to date with all my thoughts, theories, and opinions on whatever particular thing I may be partaking in at that particular time. And y'all already know about the podcast. You can listen to us wherever you get your podcasts to stay up to date with all that marvelous Monday goodness. So, I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in. Shout out to my boy Kiwi for being with me yet again on these 8 days, 9 days, 10 days of Christmas, whatever we've been doing. 9 days of What If, I guess you should say. And we're going to see you guys tomorrow, where we will continue with episode 5 of What If, and that is titled, What If Captain Carter Fought the Hydra Stomper? So, I appreciate you guys yet again, and as I always say, stay awesome, stay nerdy, and don't forget to stay marvelous. Sleep well and wake.
If you guys would like to support Marvel Bros, all you gotta do is visit our website at www.marvelbros.com and buy some merch. Represent the superfan. Or you can join our Patreon to get early access to content, patron-only scoops, giveaways, private Q&As, and those sacred watch parties. We appreciate you guys. We'll catch you on the next one. Excelsior.
On today's pop culture news update.